2-meter net. Before we begin the net tonight, are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic? And we'll start taking check-ins for tonight's net. We'll start off with our time value stations. Stations that are short of time or would like to check in and out, please call now. A call for any station short of time or would like to check in and out, please call now.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Victor Alpha, Greg in Spring Valley. In and out tonight, Michael.
Okay, Greg, I got you in and out. Have a good evening, man. We'll talk to you soon. Any other short of time or in and out stations? Alright, are there any other stations on Echolink that would like to check into the net? Please call now.
Papa Tango November, Ken in Flatwood.
Alright, Ken, I got you on Echolink, K88PTN. Any other Echolink stations? Alright, hearing none more, we'll start taking check-ins from anywhere now. Any stations anywhere that would like to check into the Tri-State 2-meter net, please call now.
Kilo 8, Delta, Mike Kilo, Daniel, Soda Furnace, Ohio. Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Tango Golf, Muletown, Ohio.
November 8, Juliet Echo November, Jennifer at Rosemount.
November 8, Mike Romeo Bravo, Mike in Rosemount. KB8, SRN, Gary, close to Muletown. Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Alpha Lima, Bill Waverly.
Alright, let me recap real quick. I had K8DMK, Daniel, KD8WTG, Tom, N8JEN, Jennifer, N8MRB, Mike, KB8SRN, Gary, and Bill, KE8 Alpha Alpha Lima. Any other stations or any stations I may have missed that would like to check in? A second call for any stations anywhere or any stations I may have missed for the Tri-State 2-meter net, please call now. Alright, here nobody else, we'll go to the top of the list. We had Greg in and out as our first check-in, and so that brings us down to Ken, KD8PTN. Ken, how are you doing, buddy?
Roger Net Control. I have an arrangement with my youngest daughter. She's going to graduate with her degree here in May, I believe it is. And sometimes I have to go babysit her kids because she's working as well. I remember when I did that up in Columbus, I slept about 4 hours a day, but got through it. So, that's what I've been doing. It's all for the greater good, as they say. Over.
Alrighty, Ken, appreciate you checking in that, buddy, as always. You have a good evening, and we will talk to you soon. Alright, next up, we'll get upside of Furnace, K8DMK. Daniel, how you doing, buddy?
Well, Mike is doing fine here today. Got my new washer and dryer today, and I'm looking for a plumber. When I turned the valve off to hook the water up to the washer, my valve started leaking. So I got to find me a plumber somewhere and see if I can get that fixed. But other than that, we had a good day. Man, it's been a beautiful day today. It kind of looked gloomy there starting off, but man, the sun came out and it looked really good, and hope everybody had a chance to enjoy it. And Mike, that's about all I got, buddy, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. And by the way, you're doing a good job, Mike, for running the net. Thank you. This is KDMK, back to net control.
All right, Danny, appreciate you checking in, buddy, and appreciate the kind words there. And yeah, it was a pretty good day. A little chilly for me, but yeah, well. Danny, have a good evening, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, next up, we'll go to Muletown, K88 WTG. Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Well, good evening, Mike, and everybody on the net. Glad you're doing the net tonight, Mike. I just stayed around home here today. I had some paperwork and computer work and this and that like that to catch up on today. So I was just busy at a little bit of this and that. So, all right. Hope everybody's staying safe and warm. So, all right. Back to net control, KD8 WTG.
All right, Tom, appreciate you checking in, buddy. Sorry, I had a phone call there I had to answer real quick, get off. Have a good evening, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, next up, we'll go up to Rosemount Nh. Jennifer, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good this evening, Mike. Well, today was kind of a crazy day. Apparently, they didn't tell us what happened, whether a tree fell or there was a wreck that took out a telephone pole, but Spectrum was down today, which means we had no internet, and you really can't work on things with no internet at a computer place, so it was a little bit crazy. And 3 of our 4 phone lines were down also because of it, so it's been an adventure today. Other than that, had some good dinner and back on the computer watching a TV show. I'll turn it back over to you, NHJEN.
All right, Jennifer, appreciate y'all checking in. I didn't have any internet outage down here, so I'm not sure what was going on there, but do appreciate you checking into the net. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, next up, we'll go to Mike and 8MRB. Mike, anything you want to add on that, man? Anything exciting happen with you?
Well, one of the good things is I get to log into the net here. That's always a good thing. Never thought it would be just a couple years ago because I'm still new to this, you know. It's just like a 2-year-old newbie here in a way. There's still so much I haven't even scratched the surface of. And I don't know how many other people out there have, in our group, have spouses that are also hams, but I got to tell you, it's a really great thing. She drugged me into this, almost kicking and screaming, but I really wanted to see what it was about, and ever since that first field day, I've been hooked. With that said, everything else was a nice day. Like she said, it got a little crazy. The store got super busy and had us running like chickens with our heads cut off, but sometimes that's a normal thing, really, in the business. So I'm going to turn it back over to net control, and Mike, sure glad you're there doing what you do and keeping things running as well as running the net. 73, y'all.
All right, Mike, appreciate you checking in as well, man. You guys have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, next up, we'll go back up to Muletown, KB8SRN. Gary, what'd you get into today, buddy?
Good evening.
Michael, and everyone on the net. Well, I spent the early part of the day down at my mother's in Rosemount trying to get her situated after coming home from transitional care, and we're playing that by ear day by day. Seems to be doing okay, but still a little questionable. And then I came home and enjoyed the weather, took a 3-mile walk, and that's been about it. So I don't know if that outage you guys were talking about affected Frontier or not, but my mother's phone went out, which the phone uses the same connections as the DSL internet, and the internet's working. But boy, what a fiasco trying to turn in a trouble ticket on that. That was painful. But back to you, 730 KB8SRN.
All right, Gary, appreciate you checking in the net, buddy. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, next up we'll go up to Waverly, Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Alpha Lima. Bill, what's going on with you, buddy? I forgot to check into the net last night. Forget what I was doing at the time, to be honest. But how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, we're doing great up here. We got water all around us, but hey, the village is safe. The roads in and out, no problems, that type of thing. It's pretty much normal. Of course, I don't know if we got much more rain from up north, it might be different. Looks like we've been saved from the flooding, which seems to have hit farther south, but did appreciate the sun today. I tell you what, it's another beautiful day, a little chilly, but hey, a great day. Really appreciate that sun. Looks like we're going to have some nice days for at least through Wednesday, maybe. So nothing else really going on. Just checking into the nets, and did want to point out tonight we got a birthday. I guess the state of Ohio is 218 years old today. If you can imagine that. State was, I guess, created back in 1803, and I tell you what. Cross your fingers and hope it hangs in there for another 218 years. With that, back to net control. Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Alpha Lima.
All right, Bill, appreciate you checking in. Yeah, happy birthday, Ohio. We got to have somebody pick on, so. Bill, have a good evening, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, we are at the end of the list. This is KN4IMU, hosting the Tri-State 2-meter net. And we're still taking check-ins for the net tonight. If there's any station out there looking to check in, please call now.
Please check in Kilo Echo 4 Echo Whiskey Sierra, John in South Ashland.
W8XDB Dave.
Alright, I got John, KE4EWS, and Dave, W8XDB. Are there any other stations that would like to check in?
W84CMP, check.
Alright, Chuck, got you in there, W84CMP. Any other stations that would like to check in? Alright, we'll go up to South Ashland and we'll start with John, KE4EWS. John, what's going on, buddy?
KE4EWS, good evening to everybody. And I didn't get out too much today. I went out and cashed my disability check that I've got, my military disability. And went grocery shopping and come back home, and I've been here ever since. Not too much to say. Just say hello and good luck to everybody. I hope you don't have to go to that community center. I loved it. I mean, it was nice. About 60 people there, and to get warm, and kids playing. I mean, it was good. KE4EWS, back to net.
All right, Sean, appreciate you checking into the net, man. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you here soon. All right, next up, we'll go back on up to Wheelersburg there, and we'll go to Dave, W8XDB. Dave, what's going on, man?
Evening, Mike. Everybody checking in on tonight's net. Just kind of sitting here listening to my neighbor having an argument with his woman. Sometimes it gets exciting here where I live. Not very often, thank goodness. I ain't had to be a mean neighbor yet. So as long as that never happens, I'll be happy. So they can, I guess, fight amongst themselves and nobody ever gets hurt. Sometimes somebody goes to jail, but anyway, never got into anything today. So I'm going to turn it back over to you. Don't know what else to say there, except I might just take them neighbors fighting sometime. Just for me to sit back and laugh, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand that, but they hate each other that bad they ought to separate. But anyway, I'll turn it back over to you, Mike. Kind of comical here at my place. 73s, everyone. Have a good one. W8XDB.
All right, Dave, appreciate you checking in. It sounds like a bit of excitement up there. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with that much up here. So, Dave, you have a good evening, buddy, and we'll talk to you here soon. All right, next up we'll go to Flatwoods, W8MP. Chuck, how you doing, man?
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, it's been a good day. Had a good day today. Got to start my final countdown to retirement, and looking good for the other month. Got to take the new guy around with me to kind of learn the route, and it helps to realize how quickly it's coming up on me. It's been rather interesting to see some of the areas we traveled through today and out in Boyd County, seeing all the damage that's been done and everything from the storms. But everything here is fine. That's about it. Back to net control. WA4CMP.
All right, Chuck, appreciate you checking in, buddy. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you here soon. All right, we're at the bottom list. This is KM4IMU, hosting the Tri-State 2 Mirror Net. Before we move on, I got a couple quick announcements. Break. Let's see real quick. Tomorrow night will be the Portsmouth Club Net at the Portsmouth Net at 8 o'clock. Sorry, I drew a complete brain fart there. Let's see. I think they have the Portsmouth Club had their test session tonight, so don't need to announce that. But we will be having the River Seas Club meeting. We'll be having the club meeting next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We'll be doing license testing at 6 o'clock. So if anybody's interested in signing up for that, make sure you get a hold of Daryl Smith and U4P at 606-547-6639. So again, that'll be next Tuesday the 9th at 6 o'clock, and our meeting will be right after at 7. Alright, I don't think there's anything else really announced to pass along. Let me do this here real quick. Break. Alright, don't think I really have anything else to announce. I'm kind of losing track here. I have a couple of things going on there to pay attention to, so I'll go and throw myself on the list real quick before I forget. And same old here, nothing extra to report, so I'm not going to bore you with those details. That's really it there. So I guess we'll go ahead and do a final call for check-ins. Oh, it's Monday night, so here in 5 minutes will be the Cabell County Aries Races net, if anybody can check into that net. W8VA, N8OLC, KB8TGK, and the W8SOE repeaters will all be linked together, along with Echo Link at KB8TGK-R or W8SOE-R. So make sure you check into that. All right, now we'll do a final call for check-ins for the net tonight. If any other stations would like to check in, please call now.
KD8KUM.
All right, Jim, I got you checked in to the net, KD8KUM. How you doing, buddy?
Just like you, it's the same old, except the police cars were about a block and a half away and down, so I was a little bit away from the action. It wasn't on our street, so we're doing good. Hunkered down, hiding from it, and had to wait to. I snuck out up to the store to get Mountain Dew, but I waited till the police cars left. So that's all you have to do. It's just kind of try to stay away from them. But back to you, Mike. It's KD8KUM.
Good old Jim causing trouble as always. No, I'm just kidding. Glad you're able to check in, man. It sounds like you've had a pretty fun day there. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you here soon. All right, any other stations looking to check into the net tonight, please call now.
KE8QIP.
Okay, that last station there, I think there was a recheck after that, but was that Kilo Delta 8? Would you care to give it one more time? I don't think I got it in right.
I'm sorry. KE8QIP, go in.
Okay, I was closer. KE8QIP, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, India, Papa Glen. I got you in there that time. Any other stations that would like to check in? Alright, well, Glenn, what's going on, man?
I have a question for you about the exam and the phone number you give her.
Yeah, the River Cities Club will be having a test section next Tuesday. That'll be March the 9th. Session will be at 6 o'clock. It'll be at Belafonte Restaurant in Ashland, 1320 Carter Avenue. And if you want to get on that, recommend RSVPing with the lead VE, Daryl Smith, NU4P. And his phone number is 606-547-6639.
547-6639, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Let me double check here real quick before I tell you wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've got that buried into memory now. Let me look here. 547. Yep, 547-6639.
Okay. And that's next Tuesday week at 6 o'clock at, you say Belafonte?
Yeah, Belafonte, 1320 Carter Avenue.
Okay. Well, I might be ready for the next step, I don't know, but I hope to be anyway, to take that test there. So I thank you for the information there, and KE8QIP, back to you, Net Control.